This is your November 10th stimulus check updates and stimulus package updates. We have huge updates on a $10,000 stimulus payment that Biden wants to approve. Let's discuss the details in this video. We'll also cover the unemployment extension and Trump's recent comments regarding the election. Do you think Trump should concede? Let me know in the comments below. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Andrew and thank you for taking the time to watch my video. Don't forget to subscribe for daily updates. Okay, we're going to discuss Biden's plan for a $10,000 stimulus payment in just 2 minutes. But first, we're going to cover Trump's recent comments regarding the election. Trump had a lot to say today, and he's already posted about 10 times on Twitter. Some of his most recent comments say, ballot counting abuse. Watch for massive ballot counting abuse, and just like the early vaccine, remember I told you so. We will win. Let me know in the comments below what you think about what Trump just said today. We're going to further discuss his comments later in the video, but first I want to take a look at what CNN and Fox News is saying about this controversy. Let me know in the comments if you watch CNN or you watch Fox News. I know half of you watching this video vote Democrat, the other half of you vote Republican, but it's good to always see what both sides are saying. So if you're curious to see what CNN is saying, of course, they are saying that Trump's allegations are completely baseless, and their latest article says, fact check, Trump continues to tweet baseless claims of election fraud in swing states. Don't worry, guys, we will get into stimulus in just 1 minute. So Pennsylvania, CNN said, here are the facts on the situation in each state. They said, as one of the key states for both parties and one of the most competitive of this election cycle, Pennsylvania has been the target of many false allegations of fraud. CNN is saying that these allegations are completely false. Do you agree with CNN? Let me know in the comments below. On Monday, the president tweeted, Pennsylvania prevented us from watching much of the ballot counts. Unthinkable and illegal in this country. That is what Trump said. Now, CNN says, facts first. There is zero evidence to back up this claim. Local, state, and federal officials have not reported any major incidents that could call into question the legitimacy of how poll watchers were treated in Pennsylvania. There have been some instances where poll workers did not understand the rules, and those were handled by the district attorney, but registered poll watchers have been allowed at polling places. Don't worry, guys. This is just CNN. I will cover Fox News' coverage in just 1 minute. So as far as Nevada, in Trump's recent tweets, he said, Nevada is turning out to be a cesspool of fake votes, and implied shocking revelations in the vein were imminent. CNN's facts first. CNN said the president did not provide any specific examples or evidence for this claim. Republican lawyers have pointed to more than 3,000 individuals who appear to have violated the law by casting ballots after they moved away from Nevada. However, election officials in the state say that several of these so-called instances of voter fraud are actually service members who legally voted in Nevada before being transferred to serve elsewhere. Essentially, CNN is saying that these people that moved are people who were in the military, legally voted, and then were restationed to a different base. Georgia. Trump recently said, Georgia will be a big presidential win as it is the night of the election. He also said that there has been a lot of voter fraud in Georgia. Now, what did CNN say? This is another falsehood. Trump did not win Georgia on election night. He was ahead at that time, but not all the votes were tallied. Okay? Wisconsin. Perhaps one of the most puzzling of Trump's Monday tweets was about Wisconsin. He wrote, Wisconsin is looking very good. Need a little time. Will happen soon. CNN's response. While we cannot check predictions about what may happen soon, it's misleading that Trump to claim Wisconsin is looking very good for him. CNN called the state for Biden on November 4th, noting that a recount would be unlikely to change the final results. This is what CNN has said so far regarding Trump's comments. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with CNN. Even if you disagree, it's good to see both sides of the spectrum. Fox News. Fox News is threading the needle a little bit, but of course they are mostly supporting Trump, okay? Let me know in the comments below if you like Fox News. This recent article on Fox News does acknowledge that Biden won the presidency. Look at this article on Fox News. If you go to foxnews.com and click on politics, it is the very first article that comes up, and it says how Sanders, the AOC, and the squad plan to make Biden the most liberal president ever. And this was posted today, November 10th, just 3 hours ago. So saying that Bernie Sanders wants to make Biden the most liberal president ever is insinuating that Biden won the presidency, right? So there are some articles on Fox News acknowledging that Biden won the presidency, and there are some articles that do not acknowledge it. So Fox News seems to kind of be playing both sides of the coin. Let me know in the comments below what you think about how Fox News is handling this. On another note, Fox News has an entire page dedicated just to voter fraud concerns. If you look on your screen, this page here on Fox News is titled Voter Fraud Concerns. And if you Google Fox News voter fraud, this is the first link that comes up. This is an hourly stream that's updated hourly on news of voter fraud. So Fox News is perpetuating Trump's message that there has been voter fraud, and we do have reason to believe that the election could be flipped. So just an hour ago, that Fox News posted, Trump campaign presses Georgia to hand count every ballot. Republican Georgia Representative Doug Collins is calling on his state to conduct a manual recount of the 2020 election, as President Trump and President-elect Joe Biden were roughly 0.2% apart as counting continued Tuesday morning. Essentially, they want to hand count these recounted ballots. Generally, these recounts are done electronically. Texas posted 7 hours ago. Texas man allegedly stole checks and absentee ballots. A Houston man has been arrested on charges that he stole more than 100 pieces of mail, including an absentee ballot, according to federal authorities on Monday. Trump lawyer Jenna Ellis, winner of Trump-Biden race, will be determined by the courts. We don't know yet who won. This was actually posted 2 days ago. So as you see here, Fox News has a constant stream of voter fraud allegations and things that support Trump's perspective on this election. Furthermore, Trump remains defiant in election battle, prepares to take fight to the courts. Guys, let me know in the comments, do you agree with Fox News supporting Trump's views on this election and perpetuating his message of voter fraud? Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. This other article from Fox News is titled, Trump and GOP continue legal challenges to election results and ask media to investigate fraud allegations. So again, they are perpetuating Trump's message of potential voter fraud, but at the same time, if you go further into the article, they say that judges have recently rejected the GOP's challenges over the last few weeks as President-elect Biden has already begun his transition plans. Again, they are threading the needle. In some articles, they are saying Biden has won, but again, they are also supporting Trump's message that this election is not fully over, okay? Now, let's delve into stimulus, guys, and we will get into Biden's $10,000 stimulus payments. So Biden's stimulus plan, here's what's in it, including a second stimulus check and unemployment benefits. This article is by cnet.com and posted by Oscar Gonzalez. So, of course, Biden wants to include a second stimulus check. This will be $1,200 for individuals, and also they will include another check for dependents. It is unclear if that check will be $500 or $1,000 for dependents. Now, Biden will have to compromise with Mitch McConnell, so most likely these dependent checks will be $500. Unemployment boost. The great news is Biden does want to include an unemployment boost. He wants to come in at $600 weekly. Again, Mitch McConnell wants to make it $300 to $400 weekly, so we'll have to wait and see how those negotiations go. More money for Social Security checks. Now, people on Social Security are set to receive an additional $200 per month if Biden's plan is put into action. If you're on Social Security, let me know in the comments below. This would be a huge help for people that are already on a fixed income. Okay, let's get to Biden's $10,000 stimulus payments. This is regarding a student loan debt forgiveness that he wants to include in the next stimulus package. Now, as you know, Trump already froze all student loan payments through the end of 2020. Biden wants to extend that until the end of 2021 and include a $10,000 payment for every single person that has student loans to wipe out their debts. Guys, this is great news for people that are struggling through this crisis, especially if you have a student loan debt. Let me know in the comments below if you have student loans, and let me know in the comments if you agree with this idea. Do you think student loans should be forgiven? Personally, I agree with Biden. I think this should be done. Over 40 million people in this country do have student loans, so this would help tens of millions of people. And the average student loan balance is over $30,000. So for the majority of people, you would still have student loans, but it would wipe out a large portion of that. And millions of people do have less than $10,000, so this would completely wipe out the student loan debt for millions of people. This is Biden's plan for a $10,000 stimulus payment. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe for daily updates. This is just a reminder that I will have updates almost every single day. Okay, let's talk about the timing for the next stimulus payments. This article by CNBC is titled, "It Could Take Until January Before More Coronavirus Stimulus Relief is Finalized." Guys, that would be terrible news for the American people who are struggling and have been waiting for way too long for this help. Okay, so why would it take until January? Why would it take that long? Well, there are a few reasons as to why they think it could take this long. One, the vaccine. Mitch McConnell and Republicans are taking this good news of the vaccine as another reason as why we don't need stimulus at all, or we need just a smaller bill. Let me know in the comments if you agree with Mitch McConnell on that. Also, unemployment went down this month. It went down from 7.9% to 6.9%. That means that this month, less people were on unemployment than the month before. Another reason why Mitch McConnell is not as worried about stimulus as he was before, okay? Also, Trump's focus has completely shifted to winning this election and fighting for fraud and recounts in multiple states. So he is not spending any time on stimulus at this point, okay? He is 100% focused on trying to win back this election. So guys, there is a good chance we'll have to wait until January. I'm truly hoping that's not the case. There have been reports that Mitch McConnell and Pelosi are supposed to start renegotiating this week. However, it looks like they're still focusing on the Georgia Senate elections. Georgia is still electing their senators, and there's 2 races set to take place in January. And it looks like Pelosi and McConnell are once again using stimulus as leverage. Pelosi does not want to approve this stimulus before that Georgia election in fear that it might help those Republican senators get elected, okay? And one last thing. The fact that Trump is refusing to concede is blocking the cooperation to transition Biden into the White House. So what does that matter? Why can't Biden just wait until January to transition into the White House? Well, the precedence and the norm that happens every single election is the president-elect immediately gets a couple of months to start transitioning, and with that comes access to resources from the White House and information in the White House to start implementing their plan to hit the ground running as soon as they are inaugurated in January. So basically, this is going to slow down Biden's progress once he is in office. Do you think Trump should just concede and at least allow Biden to start transitioning into the White House? Let me know in the comments below. Okay guys, if you made it this far into my video, thank you so much for supporting my channel. It really means the world to me, and I really do appreciate every single view. My thoughts truly do go out to each and every one of you during this hardship. I've had so many comments from people who are struggling throughout this crisis. Good, hardworking American taxpayers who have paid taxes their entire lives and truly deserve the help after everything we've been through this year. And if you're watching this video, you're probably going through a difficult season in your life. Just know that you will get through this and you will be in a better place. Stay strong out there and keep taking steps towards a better tomorrow. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.